Hello everyone, welcome back to Greedfall. This is Briarsenal, and we are going to go ahead and get to work here. Take a look. I forget what we're doing, like I always do at the beginning of these. Oh, find Queen Bladnid. Very well. We shall do that immediately. Now we could climb, but Desarde doesn't have his climbing gear on him. He doesn't have what he needs. He's tired. So we are going to go ahead and move in a direction to hopefully find what he does need. Which, first things first, is going to be a nice, warm, welcoming campsite. Bam, we have a camp. Now, the outpost is in that direction. Where's the map? Yeah, I know the Alliance outpost is there. Where's the local map? Why can't I remember? There we are. Okay. Yep, so according to the map we should be able to like cross over here. Hey, we got a bunch of stuff from that, so I'm really happy we took the time to loot it. But yeah, crossover, please. Crossover, excellent. Okay. We'll just kind of make our way up and out of the war-torn battlefield here. And hopefully find some good things in this direction. If this takes a while, I will cut it to get there.
May the Enlightened protect me in this battle.
Alright, the Alliance outpost is in sight, and we actually leveled up during the trek here, so I didn't want to do that without you guys. But now we can have firearms. Bam. Firearms indeed. We have a level in the skill now. And we have no other skill points, which is fine, but we can now equip ourselves a... How do we use that? Okay. Doesn't tell me anything. I guess we will figure it out later. So that sounds good to me. As good of a plan as any I have. We're gonna make our way in here.
Halt! Who goes there?
Desarde. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation.
Oh, well, you can come in, Your Excellency. But this savage, on the other hand...
Am I the one you call a savage, Renaigse?
This young lady is the princess of her people and she is with me. As such, I would appreciate if you let us through.
Very well, Your Excellency. Please go and find the captain. I'd feel better knowing that he gave you his endorsement.
Very well. We will go to the outpost here. Hello there, sir. Hi, how you doing?
Well, who are you?
Desarde, legate of the merchant congregation. Allow me to introduce Siora, the daughter of Queen Bladnid, whom you faced on the battlefield. We understand that you brought her mother here, and I would like to negotiate her liberation.
A liberation? That'll prove difficult. She's dead.
No! You let her die! You may even have finished her off like an agonizing animal!
We didn't need to. When we collected her up from the battlefield, she was severely wounded. She died on the way to the camp.
I want to see her body, Honal Manawi. Please. I must see her.
Can we see her, Captain?
If you're the one who's asking, Your Excellency, it should be possible.
All right.
Look, we were thinking about getting rid of it, but we received the order to keep her body. It's still at the infirmary. Ask the doctor. He'll show it to you.
Thank you, Captain. Siora, I'm terribly sorry.
Let's go see her now. I need to
I will pray for her soul, Siora, so that the enlightened may welcome her in his glory.
The infirmary must be the building on the right. near the
Petrus,
camp
not
entrance.
incredibly
Let's go.
helpful, but okay.
Who are you? Are you looking for a doctor?
I am the legate of the congregation, and this is Siora, the daughter of the queen whose remains you're keeping.
I would like to see her. I need to see her. Please.
My condolences, madam. The body of your mother is back there, in the room on the left.
All right.
Mate. No.
I should give you some privacy while you're mourning. We won't be far.
And de varstir tu, mater. Men sida den on mil vluchteman. I must take her with me on Almanawi. We must perform the rituals.
The captain said that he was instructed to keep her body. It will not be easy to convince him to disobey.
I do not care about the captain's orders. She is my mother. She must be given back to the earth.
So, let's go back to see him and try to make him change his mind.
You can try, but with all due respect, I doubt that you will succeed. He will not want to draw attention to himself by disobeying this order.
What do you mean?
I believe he is a traitor, and that he made a deal with Telemi.
Those are some serious accusations, even for a member of the Guard. Why would you believe such a thing?
I overheard a conversation that got me thinking, and I also saw certain documents.
You
Interesting.
could use them to pressure him. Did you take them?
No, that would be too risky. I do not want to get into trouble. But I suppose they would still be amongst his other belongings.
Will they let us rummage through this place without protesting?
Most of the guards returned to Hikmet after the battle was over. If you are discreet, you should be able to enter the officer's building.
Thank you for your help, Doctor.
Shouldn't you ask the captain first? Maybe he'll change his mind.
You're right. Let's try talking to him before rummaging through the camp.
I agree. We'll just talk. See if you know. Hey, will you just let us take him?
Your Excellency.
Yeah.
What do you want?
We would like to retrieve the remains of the Queen. Bring her back to her people and her family.
That will not be possible, Your Excellency. As I told you, the Governor specifically asked us to keep her. He wants her delivered to one of his scholars who wanted to study her.
You have lost a lot of men in this battle. How would you feel
Huh?
if someone prevented you from giving them a proper burial?
75%.
If you knew that their corpses were going to be given to some scholars to be dissected, wouldn't you want to have them back?
The way I feel when it comes to my men does not concern you. I cannot give her
Wow.
back to you. End of discussion.
Captain, I insist.
I have orders.
It is my mother. Give her back to me.
This isn't the right way.
This man is as cold as stone.
I'm afraid we have no choice but to pressure him now, like the doctor told us.
All right.
We'll have to be discreet if we want to find these documents without getting caught.
Yes, discreet, such as stealth mode.
The doctor was right. They are trafficking weapons illegally with San Mateos. If word reaches Hikmet, these men will face a firing squad. But none of these documents are signed. The captain managed to cover his tracks.
This large box must contain the documents you are searching for.
I hope the officer doesn't keep the key. I don't see how we could steal it from him.
He may have left it somewhere. Come, let's continue searching.
Yeah, sure. Why not just kind of walk around, see if we find a key to a chest anywhere. Oh. Wow, there's the key. Just kind of laying around. Alright. We'll just kind of cha-cha through here. I mean, easy peasy, right, guys?
Here's a document that could be useful. They're meeting with the buyers.
Then we should go there. He won't be able to deny it if we catch him red-handed.
There's a risk that he will react violently. But we have no other choice.
Let's go then. I know this place. It is further down the road, near a large tree.
Very well. Let's go in that direction. Down the road by a tree. Got it. Since most of the trees here are cleared because somebody clearly doesn't care about the environment. Freaking Alliance. Just chopping down every tree they can within a mile's radius. Okay. Can't go up that way because... Gosh dang it. And we're gonna have to run around here. And this is the place, yeah?
Here we are. This is the tree that was mentioned. Let's
Alright.
hide while we wait for them to arrive.
Yeah. Bam. Stealth.
Well, Captain, you have some peculiar friends for a man who obeys the Alliance.
You? What are you doing here?
We stumbled upon some strange documents and wanted to see for ourselves if there was any truth to them.
Sorry, my friends. If you want our shipment, then we need to get rid of this nosy legate.
Captain, you are making a grave mistake. All we want is to negotiate.
I want the body of my mother.
May the shadow engulf our enemies. Your magic is running out. Take a potion.
Enough! I surrender! I would never have thought that you would dare to attack allies of the congregation.
It seems to me that you were the one who attacked. How did you put it? This nosy legate.
Yeah.
And why are you on his side, Father?
I defended myself, just like my friend. And I know Cornelia would not approve of these little trades with the enemy.
Had you simply listened to us, Captain, this fight would not have taken place. All we wanted was for you to respectfully deliver the body of the Queen to her village.
And will you stay silent about what you saw?
We're neutral. Trading amongst yourselves does not concern us.
In that case, very well. I'll return to the outpost and ensure it's done.
Good.
Now I would like for us to return to my village. I am eager to reunite with my sister.
In that case, let's return to Vidrais.
Alright. Now we should be able to sprint all the way over here. Open up. Knock, knock.
Is it our mother? I know, Siora. And the worst hearsay. Some men delivered her remains here. They said that it was thanks to you. And the Renagse legate, thank you. We will be able to pay homage to our mother. Why are there mind shakers here, Iselt? I meant to tell you about it. They came saying that our mother had made an agreement with Teleme. But Mater did not tell me about it. She didn't say anything to me either. I do not like this, Iselt. These people want to drive us away from the land. I know. But we need help after the defeat. And they say that she made a promise set in stone. The spirits of the people of our village would have to go to the light, and in exchange they'd help us against the lions. This is impossible. Mater would never have done such a thing. They are lying, I'm certain of it. They may be. But if there really is a promise set in stone, we cannot
Why?
break
The person who made it
and we will have
has
to
passed.
bury our mother according to their rituals. We must verify it. I will not stand there while these mind shakers take our village.
Okay. Alright. Now, in terms of side quests, we have none. Which means now, our only lead is to go talk to Constantine, which we shall do post-haste. Which means, why would I go sprinting off in that direction? There is a fast travel rock right here. You see, guys, I talk about trying to save you guys time, but then I do dumb stuff like just sprinting away. Alright, level is loaded. Locked and loaded. We're going to make our way down to the place where we need to go. Right up these stairs here. I have leads. I have so many things to talk to you about. And here I am.
Cousin! You have returned to me. Your absence was sorely felt.
We don't
Why?
appear to be in top form. A house intrigue's keeping you from finding proper sleep.
No, nothing to bring me nightmares as of yet. I'm blaming it on the change of diet. Now, tell me what adventures you've been up to. If you only knew how bored I grow behind these walls.
I would like, if you would allow me the honor, to introduce Bishop Petrus, emissary of Ptolemy.
Your Highness, may the light warm you in its holy embrace.
Enchanted to meet you, my father.
I've come here to present respects from Ptolemy and best wishes from the Mother Cardinal.
She has my most sincere thanks. But before speaking further, I would like to discuss matters with my cousin, if you would be so kind.
Alright. So,
We were not able, alas, to stop the clash between the forces of the Alliance and Siora's clan. We arrived at the village and the battlefield too late. The Queen fell.
I'm extremely sorry for your loss, Princess.
Thank you. My sister survived, fortunately, and we are recovering from this tragedy together. But our clan was extremely weakened by this battle and by recent events.
We shall keep a close eye on the Bridge Alliance and their undertakings. Rest assured.
You should know that the battle took place in the middle of ancient ruins. The ruins were quite strange. We discovered a fresco that I'm certain was crafted by continental hands.
Really? And how ancient are these ruins? Could they date back to the first landings of the Bridge Alliance?
They date much farther back than their arrival would explain. My mother and my grandmother have always known them.
Siora told me of a legend that spoke of them. About a people from the sea that were vanquished there.
Do you think it was the Nords?
It is not our custom to found a landlocked settlement. We have our islands, and it is enough for us.
If they are ancient, perhaps your people once practiced older customs. This story is troubling, but it reminds me of something that I once read in the reports of Lady Morange. You should go and find her. Perhaps she
Lady
can tell us more about them.
Morange.
Very well.
Anything else?
I like it.
I've been to the neighboring cities as you asked of me.
Tell me then, was your journey adventurous?
Well, I was able to gain audience with the governors, give them your regards, and glean some information. The Bridge Alliance believes that a remedy could possibly be found by studying the local flora. They are quite motivated, but their research expedition has gone missing and there is no sign of life. And since they themselves are under constant attack, they cannot spare a rescue party to investigate. The Mother Cardinal, in her opinion, believes the Malachor to be a result of a curse.
A curse cast by a demon, an evil creature worshipped by a cult of island natives. If you would allow me to second the request of our Mother Cardinal, we are in dire need of your help. Our inquisitors are hardly diplomats, but I should let you finish, my son.
They have started their investigations
Father.
in a village where strange events have been taking place, but they're unable to get to the bottom of it. The population keeps its secrets. And Thélème hopes that we might help them learn more about the cult. This is all extremely interesting.
You have lived up to my expectations, as always. That said, we find ourselves between the rock and the hard place. The bridge is already in open conflict with the island natives. Thélème and their inquisitors... We're going to have to tread on eggshells, but let's follow all the clues to their mysteries.
Sounds
we
good.
need to help them continue their investigations. Perhaps one will lead us to something useful.
I don't have a lot of men, as well you know, and since I only trust you among them, take Kurt and any others that seem useful. I wouldn't want anything bad to happen to you.
If you would allow me, Your Highness, I would be honored to assist your cousin on his investigation.
Very well, then. You could start by indicating the precise location of your nasty village.
Of course, Your Highness. I should have thought of that sooner. Allow me to mark the location on your map, my son.
Thank you. Have no fear, Constantine. I will take care of all matters at hand.
Anything else?
Man, we're so competent. Alright. Nope, I think
I'm
that's
going
it.
to leave now. Goodbye, Constantine.
Look out for yourself.
Of course I will. Everybody's here.
Greenblood, my friend. My contacts have spoken. I was
Oh.
able to discover the location
Okay.
of this infamous Phantom training camp.
Do you still think they should be held accountable?
More than ever. I want to know what kind of... I want to know what... But I fear if I go alone, I need the help of my...
Yeah.
How can I refuse such a
So we are going to have Kurt on the team, and then... I have no idea. Why don't we go with Vasco? Oh, wait. All right. That's my team. Kurt and Vasco. Let's go. Yeah, an interesting bonus. All right. Let's head down then. And now that Kurt's contacts have spoken, we're going to go take care of business. Oh, why is business always so far away? Alright, we are going to cut to when I get to where the business is. Alright, and now here we are, and we are going... Well, crap. Alright, cut some more. Alright, here we are. Let's go ahead and head up this way. It's the ghost camp.
I was informed of your arrival by my sentinels, but I didn't think it would be you, Kurt.
Rolf, you're the leader of this camp.
Do you two know each other?
We train together. We haven't seen each other in a long time. A very long time.
The world of warriors is very small, Kurt. What brings you here, my old comrade? And who are these people with you? They're not one of us.
My name is decimating. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation.
And I am Captain Vasco. No need to comment about our distance from the sea. I know.
These people sure are important. So, what are you doing here?
I've heard things about this place. About this very special camp.
And we wanted to see what it was all about with our own eyes.
That's very nice of you, but visitors aren't welcome in this camp. What goes on here is only the guards' business.
Does the same apply to me?
Listen, Kurt. I can give you and your friends some answers, but only because it's you. Anyway,
Hey.
knowing you as well as I do, I'm aware I'm not going to get rid of you that easily. So, what would you like to know?
What is it you do here? And why is this place kept secret? Even from your comrades in the Guard?
The natives have their magic, and we have to train elites to be able to face them. That's what we're doing here. Our role is sensitive, and our location obviously cannot be revealed to the whole island.
I see the reason for this kind of training. The Bridge Alliance would be particularly interested in soldiers like these. And yet I've never heard of this elite squadron.
We're still in the early stages of the program. We don't want to rush things. And our leaders demand secrecy. Orders are orders.
This is a huge camp for such a secret location. How is it organized?
The main building is reserved for officers and the wounded. The front and rear of the camp are dedicated to combat training. But most exercises take place outside.
Impressive. And how do you manage recruitment?
Only the best come here. Those who have combat experience. Once they arrive, they're separated into 2 squadrons, each led and trained by a lieutenant. But you already know all of this, Kurt. It must bring back memories.
Yes.
Does this mean Kurt was trained here?
Will you tell us about your training?
That's
Is that what you're getting at?
topic. Most exercises
It doesn't
take
make sense,
place
though.
in the field to get the men used to it. The natives' knowledge of the environment gives them as much of an advantage as their magic. But if you want to know more, you should ask my lieutenant instructors.
Very well.
Actually, we found out about this camp while we were looking for someone.
A kid I recruited. Rainer.
Oh, I didn't know he was one of yours. My condolences. I was told he died in an accident in the harbor.
Don't insult my intelligence, Rolf.
All right. Since you're here, I guess there's no point in lying to you anymore. The accident occurred during a maneuver. It's regrettable, but these things happen, you know?
We've taken up enough of your time, Captain.
I agree, and I have things to do.
I'd like to question your lieutenant instructors, if you don't mind. To ask them about Rainer.
You've become a real sap. Fine. But try not to disrupt the day's schedule too much. Goodbye.
I'm sorry. I couldn't contain my anger.
I noticed. Good thing you know this captain so well.
Lieutenant!
Respectfully, Captain.
Here is my friend, the legate of the merchant congregation. He would like to ask you a few questions.
At your orders. I'm listening, sires.
How do the various squadrons in this camp differ from one another?
The recruits I train are intended to carry out more subtle actions.
Really? What kind?
I teach them how to blend into the background, understand customs, observe, and know when to strike.
That's strange. These skills are normally associated with assassins, rather than soldiers.
These skills are always useful, regardless of the enemy or the setting.
What kind of training do your men undergo?
I can't go into details, but they learn discipline, and to outdo themselves.
You mean to blindly follow orders, even to their death?
But No, Captain. We also teach them to analyze situations, so that they know when to act to avoid risking their lives.
How did you become an instructor in this camp?
I have led numerous squadrons before, and I've trained hundreds of recruits on the continent. I worked with Captain Rolf in the past, and when I arrived on the island, he recommended me for this position.
How
That's very
nice.
impressive. And I expect that you're familiar with the natives' environment and magic.
Yes, of course.
Ooh, yeah, charisma the heck.
Don't you think that someone this talented fits what we're looking for? You see, we need to find someone who can replace Kurt to oversee my cousin's security.
Your cousin is the governor of New Serene, I've heard. It's a prestigious position. I don't doubt my abilities, but an offer like this, made so suddenly, must have a price.
We can't hide anything from you.
We're trying to find out what happened to Rainer, a recruit who trained here.
That name doesn't sound familiar. He must have been in the Shadow Squadron.
The other lieutenant's squadron.
Yes. I'm sorry. Haven't been much use to you. Did something happen to him?
He died. His body was thrown into the harbor to make it look like he drowned.
I guess it was one of your recruits. My condolences, Captain.
We'll question some of your soldiers.
At your orders, but please be quick. I'd like to get on with training.
All right. Let's hop down into the pit. Watch out! All right. Tell me something.
Soldier. Captain, we need information. Your instructor authorized us to question you.
Of course, sire. I'm listening.
How would you describe your training? Do you train outside the camp much?
Yes, we do. Well, not exclusively.
Really? Yet we've been told that your unit specialized in actions over difficult terrain.
Yes, I think so. Well, yes, that's true.
Problems remembering things, soldier?
No, Captain.
All right.
What's it like?
Interesting.
Very good. The Phantom Squadron is made up only of the very best.
Do you trust your comrades?
We're like 5 fingers on one hand, sire. I would trust them with my life.
You've sure got the military spirit.
Yes, Captain.
We've learned that a recruit died in an accident during a maneuver. Does this happen often?
No. Of course not. Only to those who aren't strong enough.
That's strange. I was told that this recruit was very talented.
I don't know what to tell you. It's possible. If you don't mind, I'd like to get back to my training.
He seems afraid that an accident might befall him too.
No, it's not that. I just don't want to fall behind schedule.
Very well. Go on.
Schedule.
Captain.
All right. Interesting.
These kids are scared to death.
Yes. This boy's answers about his training seem pretty dubious to me.
I mean,
Soldier.
they do to anybody.
Captain. At ease, soldier.
These guys aren't well practiced at all.
We'd like to learn more about your training.
I have nothing to say about it, sir.
Really? Oh well, it's not a difficult question. What do you do during training?
Is this a test, Captain?
No, it's not a test. You may speak freely.
Well, training is difficult, but we can't complain, Captain.
That's an interesting way to phrase it.
I agree.
You're very united.
But we
in
can't
this
complain.
At least, that's what I've been told.
United. You could say that, yes. Until death.
That's rather sinister. Does the name Rainer sound familiar to you?
Yeah. Well, no, not really.
You seem rather hesitant. Afraid of being reprimanded by your lieutenant?
No. Well, not at all. It's just that I can't tell you anything about Recruit Rainer. And we're lucky to have the lieutenant as our instructor, Captain.
We should leave this soldier to his work.
Your name, soldier?
Wilhelm. First-class recruit Wilhelm, Spectre Squadron.
Keep it up, Wilhelm.
This recruit, Wilhelm, in spite of himself, led on more than the others.
His resentment is clear, but he won't divulge anything as long as his instructors are nearby.
All right. Now I'll talk to you.
Lieutenant,
Captain.
my friend here would like to learn more about this camp.
At your orders, Captain. Sir?
Can you tell us about your squadron?
The recruits who come here are the best. And in my squadron, they get even better. I don't know what else to tell you. They're disciplined, rigorous, and effective. Exactly what you'd expect from the best soldiers.
Okay.
What kind of training takes place in your ranks?
Combat in natural settings. Combat against the savages' magic.
I'm very curious about how you train against the magic the natives use.
Yeah.
Now these are complex, secret maneuvers. I'm very sorry, but I can't tell you anymore.
That's a pity. It would definitely be instructive.
I heard the recruit Rainer trained here. What can you tell me about him?
Oh, he was a good one. He died a little while ago.
So we've heard. Your captain told us he died during a maneuver. Can you tell us more?
The training we do outside can be dangerous. Unfortunately, Rainer fell to his death in a ravine.
He fell?
During a simulated ambush. I know, it's not glorious, but it happens. I'd like to get back to work now, if you'll allow it, Captain.
Go on. We're gonna go talk to some of your recruits.
I hope that it won't take too long. We're all very busy here.
Yeah, I can tell.
Lieutenant. The story about training against magic is a lie.
Obvious.
This lieutenant has no idea what he's talking about.
So
Very
what could
obvious.
they be training recruits for here then?
I don't know. But whatever it is, I don't like it.
I don't know. I mean, my guy hit on the head
Yes,
earlier.
At
Are
ease.
these guys assassins?
We have some questions for you.
Me? At your orders, Captain.
You look exhausted. Is training that rough here?
It's difficult at first, but you get through it. Taming fatigue. That's the key to it all.
Haven't you ever wanted
Alright.
to stop? You've never doubted your vocation.
I'm not a coward, nor a weakling. The strength of the shadow.
What is that? Your motto?
Our squadrons, Captain.
The strength of the
You seem
shadow.
concerned about your comrades. You keep looking at them.
No, not at all.
Are you afraid of what they might think of you?
Absolutely not, Captain. We are all of one mind in this squadron. We are very united.
You don't look like it.
Since this is such a close-knit squadron, you must have known Raynor.
Yes, of course. But he's not part of the squadron any longer. He left.
Really?
I don't know what you're trying to get me to say, Captain. Raynor left the squadron because he was sent on a mission. There's nothing more to say.
We were
Sorry,
told.
mate, but that's not what happened.
I don't know anything more.
Thank you. That will be all.
Thank you, sire. Captain?
Interesting.
Lieutenants, report.
Captain?
Could you give us a few minutes and take us around the site? I've never been here before, and I'm curious to see what goes on.
I'm not sure if we can, Captain.
We are on duty, Captain.
Right, Lieutenant. Let's go. Are you coming with us?
No, thank you. I'd rather stay here. Take in some fresh air.
Alright.
Strike. In that case, see you later.
Hey. We'll just go talk to Wilhelm again. It's quite clear that you have things to say. Those things might get you in trouble, but there are things nonetheless.
Wilhelm, we need to talk. And don't worry. Kurt will make sure your superior doesn't come this way.
Why are you doing this?
We didn't think you'd say anything as long as she was here.
If you noticed, others will have too. They'll make me pay.
Even more reason to talk. If we have proof, we can take action and close this camp.
Very well.
Yeah.
To know.
What's really going on here? We know that Raynor didn't die in an accident.
This is supposed to be a training camp for the Guard's elite. Only the most talented recruits are allowed to join. This is an immense honor, an extraordinary chance. That's what we're told every day. But in reality, it's just hell.
Okay.
Tell me about the training you undergo here.
It's more torture than anything else. We're constantly beaten and humiliated, and the slightest complaint only leads to more blows. They even push us to police one another, so we don't dare talk. Whatever the orders, we put our heads down, grit our teeth, and obey.
All they leave you with is your survival instinct. Obey or die. It's inhuman.
I heard them tell you about the specialist training against the natives in hostile environments. But what they teach us would be more useful for assassins.
I see.
As for Raynor, do you know what happened to him?
Yes. One day he just couldn't stand it any longer. He disobeyed orders, he fought back, and people got hurt. That's when things blew up. They summoned him for night training.
What does that entail?
It doesn't have much to do with real training. They call us up for it at the last minute. The weakest serve as punching bags for the others, who are encouraged to beat them. If we refuse, we too become the targets. So we join in and strike. If you're looking to punish Raynor's murderer, you can start with me. We all have his blood on our hands.
Thank you for
Damn.
this. You should get back to your comrades.
I hope you can do something. Have this camp closed. Otherwise I'll soon be as dead as Raynor.
We understand the risk you've taken. We won't let you down.
Thank you. Really. That was truly fascinating.
Captain?
I've seen everything I needed to see. You can leave us.
Yes, Captain.
Shall we go?
Yeah. Pretend to leave. Yup, we're leaving now. Goodbye, guys. Like, man, I wish...
Good. Willem has spoken.
What did he tell you?
He said the recruits go through hell. They're humiliated, spy on each other, get bullied. It's essentially torture. Raynor wouldn't stand for these methods. He rebelled and was summoned for night training.
Are you sure he used that term?
Yes. But he told me it's not really training. The recruits are summoned.
And the others beat them. Sometimes to death. I know.
You knew about this kind of training?
Yeah. I thought it was a thing of the past. What a monster. How dare he?
I'm so sorry. I'm lost for words. Tell me, did you learn anything new?
I scouted out the site. There's 2 parts of the barracks we should look at more closely.
All right.
Quarters and the basement, which they refused to open for me.
We can't just barge in and hope they give up. What's your plan?
Let's wait for nightfall. We'll sneak into the camp unseen, search the barracks, the private quarters, and then the basement.
We might also try to find out where this night training takes place.
Yes. I wouldn't want other young recruits to lose their lives tonight. Especially Wilhelm.
Alright, this can be done. Okay, so that is where we are going to call it for this episode. Thank you all so much for tuning in. This has been Briarsenal. I hope you have a great and wonderful day, and thanks for tuning in.